Into my camera. Okay. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to Back the City. I am your host, Coach Rema the Great. And on this particular show, I show people in New York City, because this is Back the City, New York, how to become a vendor in New York City, the different things like the checklist, what you need to have, et cetera, et cetera. So tonight we are discussing DYCD, how to become a vendor in DYCD, which is Department for Youth and Community Services. So let me just talk to you a little bit about this. Why this one is like super important for just about everybody I know. Like all of you out there that have like nonprofits, this is the place that you want to know. Somewhere about maybe 5 years ago, they used to have a grant called Safe in the City grant, which was like 10 grand at the time. And anybody and everybody could get it. And it was a rolling grant. So this is something that you guys really need to be tapped into if you are not already tapped in. So just like every other week, I tell y'all the checklist of what you need to have to make sure you set up to get this funding, okay, and go for their opportunities. What they usually fund, right, is we're gonna go through all of that. But what they usually fund usually have something to do around public safety. Public safety have been a big thing with DYCD. So if you have a program, you want to do some kind of healing circle, you want to do some kind of beautification project, you want to do something in the community itself. What I've also acknowledged, and I guess this is just me being a little biased, right? They don't have a lot of adult programming, like community adult programming, which really kind of sucks. So everything usually goes back to either seniors or back to like young adults, and everybody wants to do this intergenerational thing. Me personally, I don't want to hang out with kids. I want to be with adults. I like adults. I don't know. That's just my thing, right? My theory, my own little thing. I want to hang out with adults. So before we get into this, for everybody that's tapped in order for you to comment on this video, in order for you to join the conversation with me, I need you to subscribe. So subscribe to our channel. If you are not subscribed to Big, Beautiful, and Wealthy, make sure you are, because next year we will be rebranding. I got a couple of things to let y'all know about for that to happen. And that's about it. So a little bit about me, right? We have, oh, that's interesting. Well, hello. Bob, nice to see you. We have a couple of things coming up for next year. I'm really super excited for the direction that we're going into with Harvell Consulting, and as well as the Great Parents Club and the things that we're looking forward to having for next year. So for those that are not familiar with my work as far as community work and what I have going on, and I haven't done this in a couple of weeks. So I was just accepted for my for my doctorate in educations program. And I was also accepted to become the secretary for a big speakers conference initiative. I am looking forward to next year to start my Employed by Self launch. So for all of those that have not known, I wrote a book last year called Employed by Self, and it was really dedicated to how do we hire ourselves. But tonight, I just wanted to give that little bit to you. But tonight, if you are looking to comment, I need you to subscribe to the channel. If you are looking to comment, you need to subscribe to the channel. So let's get this going, right? Let's get this going. So welcome, welcome, welcome. And I am sharing now, and I cannot see both screens. I don't know why that does that, but it's okay. Let me see if I can do something like this. Yeah, a little something like this. There we go. Okay, cool. So that works for me. So let's go through this, right? How to become a DYCD vendor, and master HHS Accelerator program, right? So here we go. First things first. Why DYCD matters for your organization. The New York City Department of Youth and Community Development is one of the largest funders of community-based organizations in the country. Understanding DYCD's reach and impact is essential for any nonprofit seeking to make a difference in New York City communities, right? So this is a big deal, right? $700 million in funding, annual funding, right? DYC distributes over $700 million annually to youth and community programs across all 5 boroughs. 900 plus active programs, DYC funds more than 900 programs citywide, creating opportunities in every neighborhood. 300,000 plus youth served. DYCD supports over 300,000 youth people. It says youth people, young people, per year through diverse programming and services, right? So that's what I said at the beginning. Like, there's so much youth programming. So if you have a youth program, you should be signed up or working alongside a DYCD. Here's some assistance with a thought, right? So this is a thought. If you are a small nonprofit and you're not signed up with them, you can partner with other nonprofits, other small nonprofits to sign up with them. And what that looks like is, hey, let's say you know somebody that has their own nonprofit really big. You say, hey, listen, can I bring a small program here? And you start getting familiar. But it should be somebody that does the same kind of work that you do. This way they can vouch for you or even become a fiscal sponsor down the line. Because a lot of the grant language and in the grant world, right? You have to have the money up front before you can actually proceed with being a part of the financial piece, right? So, Dad, you okay? My dad is sick, so please excuse all the hacking you hear right now. Um, so with that being said, right? Now we have DYCD stands out as one of, and if you are watching this and you are not subscribed, you cannot comment. So I need you to subscribe so you can comment and I can show you some love. Okay. DYCD stands out as one of New York City's most accessible starting points for community funding. Unlike other city agencies with more restrictive requirements, DYCD actively seeks new community partners and provides multiple entry points for organizations of various sizes and capabilities. If you are already partnered, right, Santiago, kind of like Starbucks sometimes, if you are already partnered with a nonprofit or organization, right, and doing the work, then they will see you. Like, you just have to keep showing up. So show up everywhere they are. All right, next. What DYCD funds the program categories? So here's the part that you really need to pay attention to. DYCD invests in a wide range of programming designed to strengthen communities and empower youth. Understanding which categories align with your organization's mission is the first step forward securing funding. One, after school programming, safe spaces for learning, enrichment, and recreation during critical after school hours. Youth workforce development, career readiness, job training, internships, employment opportunities for young New Yorkers. Literacy and GED programs, educational support helping youth and adults achieve academic milestones and credentials. Runaway and homeless youth services, critical support, including shelter, counseling, and transitional living programs, and family and community development, strengthening neighborhoods through family support services and community engagement initiatives. DYCD funds over 800 nonprofits citywide, ranging from small grassroots organizations to large established agencies. If you ask me, I don't know many small grassroots nonprofits. I know nonprofits like to yell out that they're grassroots because they're the same like people that ran it. But if you've been doing this for like 20, 40 years, you're not grassroots anymore. You kind of had budded and grew to something. So I'm just saying. Next, what is HHS Accelerator? HHS Accelerator is New York City's comprehensive pre-qualification and eligibility system for human services vendors. For anybody that's looking to be a vendor, you need to be listening, tapped into this, right? Think of it as your gateway to contracting with multiple city agencies, not just DYCD, but also the Department of Homeless Services, right? Administrative for Children's Services, right? So Department of Homeless Services, also known as DHS. Services for the Administrative for Children's Services, also known as ACS, and Department for the Aging, which we all call DIFTA, but it's DFTA and others. This centralized system streamlines the vendor approval process, allowing the organization to complete one through pre-qualifications that opens doors to numerous funding opportunity across New York City government. Across city government. Rather than submitting separate applications to each agency, HHS Accelerator creates a single verified profile of your organization's capabilities and compliance. Becoming pre-qualified in HHS Accelerator is no longer optional for organizations serious about city funding. It's an essential first step in your vendor journey. So make sure that y'all do this, right? 90% required approval of DYCD contracts require HHS Accelerator pre-qualifications before awarded. 100,000 plus pre-qualified organizations currently approved through HHS Accelerator program. So y'all definitely need to tap into this, right? HHS Accelerator program categories. Selecting the right program categories in HHS Accelerator is strategic. Decision is a strategic decision that directly impacts your contracting, opportunities. Each category you're pre-qualified for opens access to specific requests for proposals, RFP. So we talked about RFP last time, and hold on, search it. Um, hold on. So we are on Big, Beautiful, and Wealthy. That's the name. Big, Beautiful, and spell and out, Wealthy, the channel. And this is Bag the City, DYCD. So tap in, bro. So with that being said, we talked about RFPs last time. Those are the requests for proposals that go out, right, aligned with those service areas. So here's a few more, right? The program categories: case management, direct client services, including assessment, planning, and ongoing support coordination; education and literacy, academic instruction, tutoring, ESL, and educational advancement programs; youth development, positive youth development, mentoring, leadership, and career building activities; immigrant services, support for newcomers, including legal assistance, cultural orientation, and integration services; after school programs, structured programming during non-school hours, including homework help and enrichment; workforce development, job readiness training, vocational skills, career counseling, and employment placement; family support services, strengthening families, including parenting, education, crisis intervention, and advocacy; strategic advantage, organizations with two or more pre-qualified categories win 35% more contracts than organizations with only one category. Diversifying their categories demonstrates broader organizational capacity and opens access to wider range of funding opportunities. Y'all hear this? Again, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe so that you can comment in the comment box. Thank you. HHS Accelerator requirements, what you need. The HHS Accelerator pre-qualification process is thorough and detail oriented. Success requires careful preparation and a complete documentation. Here's exactly what you need to gather and prepare. A, organizational documents, federal employer identification number, your EIN. A lot of people know what that is. Certificate of incorporation or articles of organization. A lot of people know what that is. Current organizational bylaws. So we're talking about nonprofits because nonprofits have that. Complete board of directors list and contact information. Conflict of interest policy signed by all board members. IRS determination letter, 501c3 status. B, financial documentation, 2 consecutive years of audited financial statements or reviewed financials. Current organizational budget with detailed line items, 3 months of recent bank statements, Form 990 tax returns for past 2 years, letter from bank and institution confirming account status. C, policies and program proof, comprehensive personnel policy manual, organizational chart showing supervision and structure, background check policy and procedures, proof of past program delivery, contracts, letters, reports, evidence of program outcomes and success, staff qualifications, and documentation. Critical success factor. 58% of new applicants fall. HHS Accelerator pre-qualifications fail the pre-qualifications because their organization policies are incomplete, outdated, or missing entirely. Don't let policy documentation be your stumbling block. Invest time up front and develop robust, comprehensive policies and demonstrate organizational maturity and readiness. Y'all hear that? That's what I'm talking about. Next is your roadmap steps to become a DYCD vendor. Becoming a DYCD vendor is a sequential process. Each step builds on the previous one, and shortcuts often lead to delays or rejection. Follow this proven pathway to position your organization for success. 1. Register in Passport. Create your organizational profile in New York City's procurement and sourcing solutions portal. That's what Passport stands for. Y'all seen me struggling like 3 weeks ago trying to figure that out, right? So anyway, and if you tapped in last week, I talked about Passport, what it is, why it is, and how to register with Passport, right? 2, complete HHS Accelerator pre-qualification. Upload all required documents, pass a compliance reviews, and achieve approval vendor status in the system. 3, choose 1 to 3 HHS categories strategically. Select program categories that align with your proven expertise and organizational capacity. 4, search for DYCD RFPs in Passport. Monitor available solicitations regularly, identifying opportunities that match your pre-qualified categories and organizational strengths. 5, submit complete proposal package. Develop compelling narrative, detailed work plan, realistic budget, and all required attachments demonstrating your capacity to deliver. 6, prepare for compliance and site visit. If selected, undergo comprehensive compliance review and facility inspection to verify your operational readiness. I've seen people get pulled up on, okay? And they will come knocking on your door. We want to see what's happening inside. And it will help you too. Like, I think that what people don't understand, that they will do a site inspection. But if there's some things that you need done in your site or wherever you're saying that you're hosting, they will kind of like, help you. They'll put some funds up. They'll also talk to like landlords and management to see how that can work a little faster. So I've seen this, I've witnessed it. So I'm just letting y'all know. And common pitfall alert, 40% of applicants fail because their organizational financials do not match the budget they propose in their RFP response. Your proposed budget must be realistic and supported by your organization's demonstrated financial capacity. Overreach leads to rejection. So there's grants out there that say $10,000, but when you put everything together, you technically only needed 3, and you try to stretch that other 7,000, but you can't even cover it. Just go for the 3,000. Say, hey, listen, this is how much I need. This is how much I can need to do the thing that I need to get done. A lot of people, they try to reach and try to take all of it. You don't need all of it. You just need what you can do with what you got. I know that's probably like the worst advice ever, but don't worry. Don't worry. I got this. Next, common mistakes. Hey, bro, I see you watching. Common mistakes that get vendors rejected. Learning from others, and make sure y'all are subscribed so this way you can comment and I can see your comment. Appreciate you. Learning from others' mistakes can save you months of frustration, wasted effort, and understanding why applications fail. Helps you avoid these critical pitfalls and strengthen your submission before it reviewed. Missing or expired documents, incomplete applications or outdated documents, expired insurance certificates, old board lists, unsigned policies signal poor organizational systems and attention to detail. Reviewers review this as a red flag for potential contract management issues. Weak financial controls, inadequate financial management systems, unexplained budget discrepancies, or concerning audit finding raise serious concerns about your ability to manage public funds responsibly. Organizations must demonstrate robust fiscal oversight and accountability. No proof of past experience. Claims of program expertise without supporting evidence fail to convince reviewers. You must provide concrete proof of past program delivery through contracts, letters of support, outcome data, or documented partnerships demonstrating actual implementation and experience. Incomplete HHS application, rustling through the HHS Accelerator process and submitting incomplete information creates delay and often requires resubmission. Every missing field or unclear answer extends your pre-qualification timeline and potentially disqualifies you from immediate opportunities, right? Documentation failures is 25%. Failed due to lack of program experience, documentation and proof of past performance, right? 2 times that. Clean financials advantage. Organizations with clean, well documented finances are twice likely to be approved. Come on now. Come on now. Where are we? And success formula. How to become DYCD ready. Winning DYC contracts requires more than just submitting the application. It demands organizational infrastructure, often capacity. Structure, proven capacity, and demonstrated compliance systems. Organizations that consistently win funding share these four essential elements. One, strategic partnerships. Build authentic, collaborative. What I was saying, partner with people that are like you. It's no such thing as competition. Everything is collaboration, right? Partnerships, relationships with schools, NYCHA developments, established nonprofits, community stakeholders. Partnerships demonstrate community embeddedness and provide critical referral pipelines. Letters of support from partners strengthen your proposal significantly. Robust data collection. Implement systems to track attendance, document outcomes, capture participant demographics, and measure program impact. Data-driven organizations that can demonstrate measurable results consistently outperform those with anecdotal evidence, right? Invest in data management infrastructure early. So for those that don't know, like definitely make sure that your data is like solid. How many people, by when, what was the change, what was the impact, all that stuff counts. Exceptional program quality. Develop evidence-based curriculum. Hire and train qualified staff. Maintain low participant to staff ratios, and continuously improve programming based on feedback. Quality programs with documented success creates a track record that reviewers recognize and reward. And lastly, ironclad compliance. Establish comprehensive systems for background checks, maintain safe and appropriate program space, and implement clear onboarding procedures and ensure regulatory adherence. Compliance is non-negotiable. Your systems determine whether you maintain funding long time. Critical reality check. DYCD is extremely compliance heavy. Unlike foundation grants where some flexibility exists, city contracts demand rigorous adherence to regulations, reporting requirements, and operational standards. Your systems determines your success, not just your mission or passion. Build infrastructure before pursuing contracts. Dad, you could cough. It's okay. Okay. Hit the water like you did because it helped. 30-day action plan. Transform knowledge into action with this structure timeline. Following the plan, position your organization to be fully prepared with the right DYCD opportunity appears. Don't wait for the perfect RFP. Start building your readiness today. Week 1, passport registration. Create your organization's account in New York City passport system. Gather your EIN, organizational contact information, and designate authorized users. Complete the vendor profile thoroughly, ensuring all information is accurate and current. Week 2, upload HHS documents. Begin HHS Accelerator application by uploading all required organizational documents, financial statements, and policies. Schedule time for this. Rushing leads to errors. Review each upload carefully before submission to avoid rejection due to the incorrect or illegible files. Illegible. Y'all know what I'm saying. Like I'm here with you. Week 3, select pre-qualification categories. Strategically choose 2 program categories where you have documented experience and organizational capacity. Research which categories align with the current DYCD funding priorities. Remember, organizations with multiple categories win 35% more contracts. Week 4, research and practice. Download the last 3 DYCD RFPs in your chosen categories from Passport. Study the requirements, scoring criteria, and successful proposal elements. Draft the sample program model and budget to practice. This preparation is invaluable when real opportunities emerge. So even for me, like I have several million proposals just sitting there, just waiting for somebody to be like, Rema, I want you. However, it doesn't go nowhere. And they don't go nowhere not because they don't want me, it's because I don't think I'm doing as much as I could, right? But then I think capacity, do I have capacity to run a huge program? Do I like to run a huge program? Absolutely. Right now, I just do the woman-airs and I'll just be happy with that. I do this once a week. I'm happy with this, right? But like going outside and being a part of the street again, it's like, I used to be for the streets. But now I'm doing this work, so it's different for I don't think I'm scared to do. I just want to kind of do it the way I want to. And I feel like when you sign up with the city, you don't get a chance to really implement how you want to. I always say that there's people sitting somewhere and they're collecting data and they're sitting up here collecting data, right? And through that data, they create what they think a program should look like or a type of program. And then through that type of program, they have all these deliverables and things that you're supposed to do. And then all of a sudden, they then shoot out this RFP and say, hey, we want y'all to come up with this program that helps this said people in this said area doing this said thing. And then you're going for that program. But to be honest with you, that program perpetrates the whole thing to go back to the same. Am I talking too much? Right. So, and then usually it's always the same type of program. We want you to have a youth program around anti-gun violence. That's it. And we want to see how you can implement that. And that's the only kind of programs and RFP opportunities there are, which really sucks because what if there was programs that didn't care to just do that? Like we don't talk more about programs around economic empowerment. We don't talk about programs for parents now. Calm it down. We're gonna have a program for parents coming up on this channel in about a week from now. So I got something for y'all because the Great Parents Club is getting ready to have the Great Parents conversation. Okay. But nonetheless, like there's not funding for enrichment all the time programs. There's only funding for like these type of programs. So it kind of always have me like, do I want to? Not really. Let them do it. I'd rather get paid. I think there's the let me get paid, and then there's the let me go after this contract or this grant. So it's like I can work directly with the organization and have them still do the thing that they want to do that is not under the deliverable. That's the kind of goal and thought. Well, I mean, bag the city, your first DYC contract starts here. You now have the roadmap, the requirements, and the action plan. The only thing standing between you and your organization and DYC funding is execution. Start week 1 today. Your community is counting on you to bring these resources home. Let me see. Ready to become a vendor, a DYCD vendor. The path to DYC funding is clear, structured, and achievable. Organizations that follow the roadmap, this roadmap strategic system. Okay, we're going to do that all over again, right? Ready to become a DYCD vendor? The path to DYCD funding is clear, structured, and achievable. Organizations that follow this roadmap systematically building infrastructure, gathering documentation, demonstrating proven capacity, and consistently securing contracts and transform their communities. Your next step, begin your passport registration. If you have not done this, you need to hurry up and get it done. Schedule time to complete your HHS Accelerator application. Build the partnership systems that demonstrate DYCD readiness. Monitor passport regularly for relevant RFP opportunities. Also partner, partner. Find organizations that's in your area that you want to partner with and talk to them. Hey, listen, I would love to bring this conversation here. I would love to bring a panel conversation here. I would love to bring a program here. I would love to bring a one-day seminar here. Like partner with your locals, right? And remember, every major DYCD vendor started exactly where you are now. The difference between organizations that succeed and those that remain in the sidelines is simple. They took the first step, right? Success in the city and city contracting isn't about luck. It's about preparation, meeting opportunity. You are prepared. You are now prepared, and the opportunity is waiting. And with that being said, I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to say hello to everyone and to let y'all know what we're talking about next week. So, with that being said, make sure y'all tap in. I did write the book Bag the City. For those that are interested, the book information will not be out until like another week because I'm changing brands. So I'm like changing the brand. So this is going to be called not Bag the City, but Employed by Bag in the City. My new brand is Employed by Official. That's my thing. And the book is being redone, like the cover of the book is being redone, but the book is ready. And for those that are looking to become a vendor with the city, this book takes you step by step, like legit step by step. If you have to look at one page and then press a button, that's how like step by step I wrote this book according to all of the different Bag the Cities I've recently did over this last few months until now. And why do I feel like this is important? I think that there's a lot of really great nonprofits and for-profits in the city that don't get an opportunity to really, go for it. So what I've experienced personally, right? Is people go, Rema, this fellowship, Rema, this grant, this came out, it will fit you. It's perfect. It's perfect. And I'm like, okay, cool. But I can't go for it. I don't have the backing funding for it. I don't have all my paperwork together. There's the issues that pop up, but I know how to write for it. I just don't have everything ready. And what I've acknowledged is that there's a lot of people that will get these opportunities and they're like, why I can't get it? Why they don't want me? What happened? What's wrong with my program? My program is this and my program is that and da 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 da. And it's like, bruh, but you're not signed up. You're not registered. You don't have everything. Now that's that part, right? But I want to dig deep. I like equitable stuff. I want things to be even. I would love to see what it looks like if we all are all coming on the same level, right? Like whatever your biggest nonprofit or biggest organization in your area is, wouldn't it be dope if you was on the same level as them? Wouldn't that be dope? Like they go for a contract, you go for a contract, and now you're like competing with big people because if you can sit where the big people sit, then people can finally see you, right? How many times have you taken money out to help with Thanksgiving turkeys? How many times have you sat there and purchased like basketball jerseys and basketball so you could post a basketball game in your community? How many times have you given back to your community through Christmas, through Halloween, through Easter, through Mother's Day, like just hosting things and presenting a program, right? So, like, you're bringing everybody together, you're holding space, you're facilitating things, you brought food, all this stuff you did. And this organization does just about the same thing, not necessarily as heartfelt as you, not necessarily as like dope as you. However, they the ones that's walking away with a couple of $1 million every year over and over again, and they have the same result in your community over and over again every year. If I'm saying too much, I'm saying too much. And for those that's watching, if you have not yet and you would like to comment, you need to subscribe to comment. Thank you very much. What I will say is, I don't know, I just got tired of watching everybody win that usually win versus the people that I think could win and should try to win. Last year I taught grant writing. This year I'm teaching how to become a vendor. Next year I might be hosting stuff that will give you money just so that you can be leveled, because I think at this point we should be leveled in um just leveled, like even it out. Can we just even it out? Please, can we have a organization that comes from nothing and just start killing it out here? Just like, yo, nah, we doing stuff in our community. We got this. We're holding our community down. We're doing something different, not just holding space, right? Not just talking about it, not just saying, oh my gosh, they don't like us and pointing fingers and stuff. I mean, like legit, really out here doing the work. So with that being said, it's your girl Coach Rema the Great. If you appreciated this video, make sure you share it, tag a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend. We outside, all that good stuff. And I got something new coming for y'all in the new year. So next week will be our first Bag the City back. We will be transitioning the name. So make sure y'all are tapped in on Sunday, January 4th. Bag in the City will be moving up an hour, and I will be coming in right after that with my new podcast-ish, web series-ish show called The Great Parents Club. I believe we're going to do it on this channel. I'm hoping to do it on this channel. So with that being said, I love you guys. I'm out. Deuces. Oh, I have to end the stream.